The way we perceive the world is a complex interplay of biology, psychology, neuroscience, and cultural influences. Yet, how often do we stop to question the very lens through which we view reality? Understanding the limitations of perception opens up a realm of possibilities, allowing us to not only expand our horizons, but also question the very fabric of what we believe to be true. Perception is inherently subjective. What we see, hear, and experience is filtered through our senses, processed by our brains, and interpreted based on past experiences, cultural conditioning, and personal beliefs. This subjectivity creates a unique version of reality for each individual. Two people can look at the same object, hear the same sound, or read the same words, yet interpret them in vastly different ways. This phenomenon begs the question, if reality is experienced differently by everyone, is there such a thing as an objective reality? Consider the way our senses shape our understanding of the world. Human eyes can perceive only a small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. Infrared and ultraviolet light, for instance, exist outside our visual capacity, yet they are very real. Similarly, our ears detect only a limited range of sound frequencies. Animals such as bats and dolphins can hear ultrasonic frequencies that remain inaudible to humans. These sensory limitations mean that our perception of the world is incomplete by design. What lies beyond the veil of human perception may be a richer, more complex reality that we are simply unequipped to observe. Neuroscience reveals that perception is not a passive process, but an active construction of the brain. Sensory inputs are received by specialized neurons, such as photoreceptors in the retina or hair cells in the inner ear, which convert physical stimuli into electrical signals. These signals are then transmitted to the brain, where they are interpreted and combined with prior knowledge to create a coherent experience of the world. For example, the primary visual cortex processes basic visual features like edges and motion, while higher-order areas integrate these features into recognizable objects. This intricate neural choreography underscores how perception is shaped by both sensory data and cognitive processes. This sensory incompleteness is compounded by cognitive biases. The brain, in its quest for efficiency, relies on shortcuts to interpret information. These shortcuts, known as heuristics, are often useful but can lead to errors in judgment. For instance, confirmation bias leads us to favor information that aligns with our existing beliefs while dismissing or undervaluing contradictory evidence. The availability heuristic causes us to overestimate the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind, such as fearing airplane crashes more than car accidents despite statistical evidence to the contrary. Recognizing these cognitive biases is a powerful step toward questioning our assumptions. Take the concept of subjective reality, which posits that our perception of the world is influenced by our internal states. A person feeling joyful might perceive a rainy day as refreshing and nourishing, while someone feeling melancholy might see it as dreary and oppressive. The weather hasn't changed, but the internal lens through which it is viewed has. Subjective reality extends to more significant aspects of life, including decision-making. Our choices are often guided by emotions, past experiences, and social influences rather than objective analysis. Neuroscientific studies have shown that the brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational decision-making, often interacts with the amygdala, which processes emotions, in shaping our choices. For instance, studies have shown that people are more likely to take risks when they feel confident and less likely when they feel uncertain. These emotional states can cloud judgment, leading us to make decisions that may not align with our best interests. One way to navigate the pitfalls of subjective reality is through mindfulness. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensory experiences, we can begin to observe them without judgment. This practice creates a mental space in which we can question our assumptions and consider alternative perspectives. Neuroscientific research supports the benefits of mindfulness, showing that regular practice can enhance neural connectivity in the default mode network, DMN, which is associated with self-referential thought. This enhanced connectivity allows for greater introspection and flexibility in perspective-taking. Another method for expanding perception is through exposure to diverse viewpoints. Engaging with people from different cultures, backgrounds, and belief systems challenges our preconceived notions and broadens our understanding of the world. For example, consider how cultural differences shape perceptions of time. In Western societies, time is often viewed linearly, as something to be managed and optimized. In contrast, many indigenous cultures perceive time as cyclical, emphasizing the interconnectedness of past, present, and future. Both perspectives offer valuable insights, yet neither is inherently superior. By exploring such differences, we can adopt a more nuanced and inclusive view of reality. The concept of neuroplasticity further illustrates the potential for expanding our perception. The brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections allows us to adapt to new experiences and learn new ways of thinking. For example, practicing gratitude has been shown to reshape neural pathways, leading to increased feelings of happiness and well-being. Similarly, engaging in activities that challenge our cognitive abilities, such as learning a new language or playing a musical instrument, can enhance mental flexibility and broaden our perspective. Art and creativity also play a significant role in expanding perception. By engaging with art, whether through painting, music, literature, or dance, we can access emotions and ideas that lie beyond the reach of rational thought. Art invites us to see the world through the eyes of the artist, offering a glimpse into alternative realities and ways of being. Neuroscientific studies suggest that engaging with art activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and fostering a sense of connection and inspiration. It challenges us to question our assumptions and consider possibilities we might never have imagined. Science, too, pushes the boundaries of perception. The discovery of phenomena such as quantum entanglement and dark matter challenges our understanding of the universe, forcing us to reconsider the nature of reality itself. These scientific breakthroughs remind us that our current knowledge is but a fraction of what there is to learn. By embracing curiosity and remaining open to new discoveries, we can continue to expand our understanding of the world. At its core, exploring the limitations of perception is an exercise in humility. It requires acknowledging that we do not have all the answers, and that our view of the world is shaped by factors beyond our control. This realization is not a limitation, but an invitation to grow. By questioning our assumptions and seeking out new experiences, we can transcend the boundaries of our perception and access a richer, more expansive reality. In decision-making, understanding the role of subjective reality empowers us to make more informed choices. By recognizing the influence of emotions, biases, and cultural conditioning, we can strive for greater objectivity. Techniques such as critical thinking, emotional regulation, and perspective-taking allow us to approach decisions with clarity and intention. For example, when faced with a challenging choice, we might ask ourselves, what assumptions am I making? How might someone with a different perspective view the situation? What additional information do I need to make an informed decision? Ultimately, the journey to understanding perception is deeply personal. It involves peeling back the layers of conditioning, questioning long-held beliefs, and embracing the unknown. It is a journey that challenges us to see not only the world but also ourselves with fresh eyes. In doing so, we unlock the potential to live more authentically and connect more deeply with others. The limitations of perception are not barriers but gateways to possibility. By recognizing and questioning our assumptions, we open the door to a more accurate and expansive view of the world. In this expanded reality, we find the freedom to grow, to learn, and to create a life that is not confined by the narrow boundaries of our initial understanding. The question is, are we willing to take the first step?